Hello and welcome to Feel Good Fridays with Pastor Kristen. Hope that you are all having a good week. It has been an exciting week at All Saints as our solar panels have gone up on the roof. They're finishing that today, and for the first time this week, I am working from home today. As exciting as it is to see those panels go up, it is also a little bit hard to concentrate with the noise at the building. So I'm working from home today, but still super excited about the solar panels going up this week and can't wait to see them finished. While they won't be turned on quite yet, they should be finished being installed by the end of today. So when you come to worship on Sunday, if you're worshiping with us in person, you will be able to see them. They are on the south side of the roof, so you actually can't see them driving by on McKee. You have to actually come around and into the parking lot to see them, but that's where we get the best sun. So that's where they will be. So exciting stuff happening at All Saints this week. So if you were with us last week for Feel Good Fridays, you know that I sang a little song that went along with the gospel. Last week on Sunday morning, we heard Jesus say, "I am the good shepherd." And so we sang a little song that had to do with sheep, right? I just want to be a sheep. And I'm doing kind of the same thing this week. With a song that ties into our gospel for this week. After last week, my husband asked me, Feel Good Fridays don't usually tie into Sunday morning, do they? And I was impressed that he was that observant because they don't normally tie in that way. But sometimes when you are reading scripture throughout the week and preparing to preach, you have a song that just keeps running through your head and you just have to share it. And that's what happened for me this week. And believe it or not, the song that I could not get out of my head is a song that I believe I learned my very first summer of Bible camp. And it was in the 80s, which you will probably hear a little bit in the song. You might guess that it was from the 80s. But this, I believe, was the theme song that summer as we talked about Jesus being the vine. And so if it was in the 80s, obviously, at least 30 years ago, 35-ish maybe, and this song is still stuck in my head. I know the chorus, I know the first verse, I'm pretty sure there were more verses that I can't remember, but that speaks a lot, I think, to the ways that music helps us to remember things. The way that music helps us to learn stories of scripture and to help us remember them, and that music helps those things come back a little bit easier. Because this song has stuck with me probably in a more memorable way or powerful way than the words of scripture themselves, which actually most of the song is taken from scripture. And so before I sing for you today, though, I did want to read these verses, but because if you're worshiping with us on Sunday or with any other congregation that is using the Revised Common Lectionary, you will hear this likely from the New Revised Standard Version if you are part of an ELCA congregation. And so I wanted to share with you some of the verses we'll hear on Sunday, but again from the Message, as I shared last week with Psalm 23. So this is the beginning of John 15, the Gospel of John, chapter 15, from the Message. I am the real vine, and my Father is the farmer. He cuts off every branch of me that doesn't bear grapes, and every branch that is grape-bearing, he prunes back, so it will bear even more. You are already pruned back by the message I have spoken. Live in me. Make your home in me, just as I do in you. In the same way that a branch can't bear grapes by itself, but only by being joined to the vine, you can't bear fruit unless you are joined with me. I am the vine. You are the branches. When you're joined with me and I with you, the relation intimate and organic. The harvest is sure to be abundant. Separated, you can't produce a thing. Anyone who separates from me is dead wood, gathered up and thrown on the bonfire. But if you make yourselves at home with me, and my words are at home in you, you can be sure that whatever you ask will be listened to and acted upon. This is how my Father shows who he is, when you produce grapes, when you mature as my disciples. And so we are hearing this weekend that Jesus is the vine and we are the branches. So I also brought an extra little friend with me today, in part because he just makes me smile, but also because I feel like he kind of fits in to the whole idea of Jesus being the vine. And that is my very own dancing baby Groot. This baby Groot is, there we go. Baby Groot is solar powered, so another nice tie into what we're doing this week. So when the sun shines on Baby Groot, he dances. And so I thought Baby Groot might want to dance along with our song today about Jesus being our vine. So I'm going to set him right up here where you can see him. He might not get a whole lot of sunlight right there, so he might not dance super enthusiastically, but at least he's here. Oh yeah, he's not really dancing much at all right now, is he? But we know that Jesus is the vine and that we are God's branches. And here's a fun little song to sing about that. I am the vine, oh baby, be my branches now. I said, I am the vine. Oh, baby, be my branches now. Yeah. Well, I grow like a plant stuck in the ground, but I am special, no one like me around. And from my sturdy, stocky trunk, I sprout my branches, won't you be one punk? I said, I am the vine. Oh, baby, be my branches now. I said, I am the vine. Oh, baby, be my branches now. Yeah. So if you have been to camp, you might recognize that tune as Pharaoh, Pharaoh, which is where I kind of got messed up when I started singing the verse, because in my head, I want to sing the Pharaoh, Pharaoh verse, which doesn't make any sense with being the vine. But a fun song to remember that Jesus is the vine, we are the branches, and that we have this strong, sturdy foundation that allows us to grow and to share God's love with the world. And so I hope that poor baby Groot's not dancing at all anymore. I took him too far away from the sun, putting him on the shelf. So hopefully you can dance up a little storm this week while you celebrate that Jesus is the vine and we are the branches. Have a great weekend, everybody, and hope to see you at worship on Sunday at 9 o'clock in the All Saints parking lot, or 9 o'clock on Facebook, by 10:30 on YouTube. And a reminder for all of our families that we will be having in-person Sunday school outside on Sunday at 10 a.m. following our worship service. So hope to see lots of families join us. Please, if you are planning on coming, RSVP to Heather so that we can be ready for you. So I hope that you all have a great weekend, and we'll see you soon.